How would you describe fusion fighting system?
I think fusion fighting systems a system or a style that teaches your kids to be, that if you put in the hard work and effort and adhere to the principles, it leads to success.
Fusion fighting system is taking the best out of different disciplines, different fighting disciplines, and creating a system that is easy for children to learn and adults to learn all the same. So it's a multitude of different disciplines, bringing it into one system of teaching.
I think it's a combination of mixed martial arts. So he's obviously it's MMA, but you have different forms of MMA. And I think the way we've adapted it, and it's sort of bringing various different skill sets and different techniques together to enhance self-defense and also fighting effectively. Because unlike other kind of karate and other kind of martial arts, it's very, very fixed format. That adaptability makes it more practical and more practical, and then in terms of benefits to you in life as well.
Fusion fighting system is a complete system where it actually gathers many other disciplines, martial art disciplines like karate, aikido, judo, hence the name fusion. And this is from the technique perspective. But what I like about the fusion is the mental, teaching and mental setup, the mindset that fusion system actually also instill in the student's mind, which is very, very important. That's why you see a lot of fusion students are very confident, disciplined, as opposed to just emphasizing on the technicalities and the physique. This is one of the elements which make fusion system very special.
How would you describe fusion fighting system's way of teaching?
I think the way of teaching is very good in terms of it's very structured. There's a purpose to everything that's taught and a relevance to it, not just in the dojo and in the skills, but life in general as well. You can take those same principles outside, instilling confidence and belief in yourself.
I think it's quite easy for children to grasp. It's very well structured, so children develop through the various levels in a structured manner. So it's a very well thought out process of teaching.
Yeah. So the way of teaching, I think he has a very adaptive way. So he takes feedback. He's adapted his various techniques. So he's in the initial days he had certain fixed formats. It's not like you have with karate, you have fixed, like kates and so on. But he's adapted various techniques to make it more current, more up to date, and at the same time, really marrying it to the students that he has. So really, address, weighing up and understanding the students he has and making sure that he tailors it towards their needs effectively.
The fusion system way of teaching has a very special approach where actually it's very engaging with the students. It lets the students express themselves and ask and go to the coach and demonstrate the technique, and then the teacher is able to actually teach him there and then. This is one of the things also which makes fusion system very special. The students are very confident to come and ask the students or demonstrate to the students to make sure that the techniques they're doing are correct.
How would you describe Sensei Hussein's work ethic?
Sensei Hussein, extremely hardworking, very dedicated to what he does. It translates across in his teaching, in his openness and his transparency with parents, and the relationship he has with the pupils is exceptional.
I think from childhood going to different fighting classes, different styles, I think with Sensei Hussein, he's got a real passion a real deep-seated passion for what he's teaching. You can tell that when he really cares for the children and he really wants them to succeed in this. And I think he really appreciates seeing how the children progress throughout the various levels.
Yes, I think work ethics is very good because his heart's in it. He when he commits to it, and he's been pursuing, even though he started off small, but he's built it over the years. And as you know, we're living in a very difficult period where everyone's on their phones, social media, and practical things like coming out and having a class or and encouraging them to come out and making it enjoyable for them. So he prepares his class in advance, and at the same time, the extra time and effort that he puts in after his sessions, which really helps, actually gives that respect that he gets from his students and their attachment to fusion fighting system.
The special thing about the Sensei Hussein is he is very, very dedicated coach and trainer, highly qualified, as you know.
How do the skills learnt in martial arts transfer into other aspects of their life?
So if I look at my daughter, who's been doing it since the age of 4, she's 12 now. I can see confidence in her, just in her posture, in the way she deals with challenges. She's got the confidence that she can take what she's learned and apply it to situations outside, and has the confidence to deal with it as well. Yeah.
So I'm the proud father of 2 daughters, and I can only speak from my own experience. And what I've seen is when my children first started Fusion Fighting System, they were quite shy, a little bit reserved. Even in school, they found it hard talking to other children. And I think it's brought out the best in my daughters, in that they're a lot more confident now. They're a lot more able to deal with hardships in their daily lives. So I think it's helped them develop their personalities.
Okay, so I think, as I mentioned earlier on, actually, when I gave the initial session, I have noticed in a lot of the younger kids, where the very young 4, 5, 6-year-old, where they're not really coming out of their shell, they find it difficult. I've seen that, by them coming regular and being put into that position where they're having to perform and to be able to demonstrate and partake in an activity, they've actually grown their confidence to the point that they themselves now are standing up and taking part in tournaments, which is quite encouraging.
Indeed, the other aspects of the fusion martial art teaches the discipline. When you learn discipline to become disciplined in the field of sports generally, but particularly in fusion fighting, that automatically transfers to other things as well. You become disciplined in school, you become disciplined outside. Once you build or acquire that confidence and pride, you become a humble person. You become a helpful person, not a bully.
So why Fusion Fighting System? Why not any other martial arts school?
We fell into Fusion Fighting Systems from recommendations and the wider sort of like Muslim community who were involved in it. And we felt it's the right one since day one for us. Yeah.
I think Fusion Fighting System, because it's a very holistic method of teaching. So it's not just defense, or it's not just attacking, but it's a mixture of different fighting disciplines. And I think that serves as a more all-round package for the children.
I think Fusion Fighting System is unique, but you find that there's more of a community. He's created a community because over the years, he's built that community. Because he's been consistent and he's persevered with it, and constantly, over the years, he's built on it, and he's brought in others to other senseis and other teachers, and he's creating that atmosphere and that community. That's helped maintain and also grow Fusion Fighting System.
As I said, the fusion system englobes and covers the many techniques of all other disciplines. It's as I said, the name says it all. Fusion. means it takes a bit from every martial art, discipline, and they put it together and come up with a new system, new practical system. You can actually use it in everyday life.
What was your favorite part of the tournament?
I think the tournament, seeing how the competitors, how motivated they were, how determined they were, seeing that the high level of skills in the actual fights, and then how they accepted victory and defeat as well. Like the sort of like the dignity in defeat was really, really good. Yeah.
I think it was seeing the children's faces smiling at the end of it, whether they won or they lost. They all seemed happy that they had received some kind of medal or something to celebrate their performance. So just seeing how happy the children were, and it was so nice the way Sensei Hussein included everybody for setting up this tournament and helping in this tournament, from the students to the parents to the senseis to the volunteers. I just love the way it brought the whole community together.
I think the favorite really is seeing the kids taking part in fighting, taking the losses that they made, but then still coming out very positive, and it showed that that they've matured in their and that takes a lot for a child of 7, 8, all the way up to 12 years old to be able to take part in a competition, lose and come out happy and content and achieve and learn from it. And that's what you find, that they're very content with the competition, although it was competitive, but they enjoyed it and they learned from it.
The favorite part of the tournament is the enjoyment I can see in the children. They really, really enjoyed being here, participating. They were really looking forward to it, and you can see that every single one of them enjoyed his time in this tournament. Given it's a first tournament, there's always room for improvement. Certainly, we can improve for the future by learning from the little mistakes we made here and there. But certainly, overall, the tournament, I think I would say it was very good.